I met Dr. Angela Enright in Paris in 2004 at the Paris Congress. It was the first time to see her.
So I went to Rwanda in November of 2004 to do a feasibility study to see if the Canadian Society would be able to help Rwanda develop an anesthesia training program. And at that time, I noticed that Jean was the only Rwandan anesthesiologist. All other anesthesiologists were from out of country there on temporary permits. And there were nurse anesthetists giving anesthesia, but very few physicians. So the need for Rwandan anesthesiologists practicing anesthesia in Rwanda was very obvious.
And then we started the training here in Rwanda, beginning 2006. Yes.
We knew when we started that this would be a long project. We were committed for the long term, and we're estimating probably 10 to 15 years before Rwanda is self-sufficient. But it's important to us because self-sufficiency is the goal, and Rwandans should be training Rwandan anesthesiologists. Even here in Canada, we know that people tend to stay and practice where they've trained. And this is just as true for Rwanda as it is here. In my work around the world, I've seen this over and over again. If people train close to home, they tend to stay there to work. So the World Federation locates its training programs as close to home base as possible. So that's why the Rwanda program fits in a really good model. And the young people who train there will almost certainly stay at home to practice. Of course, resources are needed for equipment and drugs and everything you need in anesthesia, but education is the most important thing. And I think when our volunteers go out, they get enormous satisfaction from being able to share what they know with people who haven't had a chance to experience all of that. And it's extremely rewarding.